Excuse me.
Oh, perfect.
Cheers wasn't just a bar where everybody knew your name. It was a TV phenomenon packed with little-known moments and secrets. Some facts hid in plain sight, while others slipped by unnoticed amid all the laughter. Here are 15 truly weird facts about Cheers, each more surprising than the last. Number 1. Norm's bar tab is a running gag, and no one knows the total. Let's go back to the classic glow of Cheers in 1982. Picture Norm Peterson, always perched on his usual stool, greeted with a resounding "Norm" every time he enters. Throughout all 11 seasons, one quirky question hovered over the bar. Just how much does Norm owe for all those beers? The answer remained deliciously out of reach. The writers chose never to reveal the final total, turning Norm's tab into a myth that fueled countless punchlines. Fans still debate the possible amount, combing episodes for clues, but the producers kept it locked away for good reason. The mystery was the gag. Even show creator James Burrows has confirmed no tally was ever written in the scripts. Reruns only make the legend grow stronger as new fans join the guessing game. There's something timeless about a bar where everyone knows your name, and one man's unpaid bill keeps everybody laughing. The next time you hear the cheer of Norm, you might just wonder what other secrets linger at that old Boston bar. Number 2. The last call scene featured real tears from cast on Cheers. You can almost hear the glasses clinking and the low hum of goodbyes as the final moments of Cheers aired in May 1993. The bar was set for the last time, and as Sam Malone reached for that well-worn light switch, nobody was acting. Ted Danson and his castmates shed real tears. After 11 seasons, this wasn't just another TV finale. It was the end of their second home. Decades of inside jokes and rituals, like hidden props and late-night rehearsals, faded in the soft glow of that closing shot. The long camaraderie, built between Norm, Cliff, Carla, and the rest, spilled out unfiltered on camera. Viewers across America wept alongside their Thursday night friends, feeling every ounce of the cast's bittersweet grief. The quiet darkness in that Boston bar wasn't just for Sam, it was for all of us, leaving a familiar place one final time. But as the camera faded, a new story was already waiting, just around the corner, with the next great sitcom ready to claim its night. Number 3. The set had no ceiling to help with camera angles. Step inside the world of Cheers, and you might sense something different. A space that feels wide open, almost theatrical. That's because the iconic Boston bar had no ceiling over its set. Shot on Paramount's lot beginning in 1982, Cheers made a bold choice. They left the ceiling off so cameras could swoop from above and capture every laugh, eye roll, or Spud McKenzie tap in cinematic style. Most sitcoms at the time stuck to safe, lower angles, but Cheers used dynamic, overhead shots and creative lighting to make the bar feel alive, almost like a real bustling pub. This came at a price. It sometimes let you see the magic behind the scenes, reminding viewers they were watching a show, not nursing a beer in downtown Boston. But for all its stagecraft, the set's unique look pulled you into memorable scenes with Sam, Diane, Norm, and the rest, proving sometimes breaking the rules creates classics. Next time you think of Norm's entrance, imagine the crew above, light pouring in, making television history. Number 4. Rhea Perlman and Danny DeVito used to rehearse lines on set. Picture the hum of stage lights and laughter as Cheers came alive in the early 80s. Off to the side, you'd sometimes find Rhea Perlman trading lines with Danny DeVito, her real-life husband, while both juggled roles on separate hit shows. Rhea's sharp-tongued Carla lit up the barroom with hilarious snark, while Danny was winning hearts as Louie on Taxi. The two would sneak into backstage corners, running through dialogue and cracking each other up before she slipped back into Carla's apron. That offbeat, intimate rehearsal routine didn't just help Rhea memorize lines, it supercharged her confidence and turned her into the scene-stealing waitress Boston never saw coming. Some say you could feel the real-life love and mischief in her every comeback. When Cheers debuted in 1982 on NBC, this off-screen chemistry helped make the show a true family affair. Warm, quirky, and unforgettable. The bustle of Cheers wasn't just TV magic, it was the glow of friends, lovers, and laughter blending behind the bar. And with each episode, audiences joined that extended family, drink in hand, ready for the next story. Number 5. Cheers was nearly canceled after its first season. Imagine setting foot into a cozy Boston bar, hearing familiar laughter, and knowing that almost no one was watching. In its debut season in 1982, Cheers flirted with disaster, landing nearly dead last in network network ratings. Low numbers and nervous executives nearly spelled last call, but NBC's brass, guided by a stubborn trust in the show's witty charm, kept pouring another round. A passionate fan base wrote letters, while critics steadily warmed to Sam Malone's regulars. Against the odds, word of mouth and glowing reviews turned the corner late in the season. Cheers escaped cancellation and built its legend one loyal viewer at a time. What began as a risky gamble ended up running for 11 glorious seasons, serving up laughs and heart until 1993. Sometimes the stories we love stick around by the thinnest margin, and a little luck after midnight. Next time you hear "Where Everybody Knows Your Name," think about how close we came to missing out on all those cheers. Let's pause for a second. Did you ever watch a show no one else seemed to care about, only to see it become a classic? Or maybe you sent a letter to save your favorite series. Tell us your closest call with TV heartbreak. Number 6. The original ending had Sam staying with Diane on Cheers. You could always count on Cheers for sharp banter, clinking glasses, and that magnetic, maddening will they or won't they between Sam Malone and Diane Chambers. But here's a twist that still stirs debate in living rooms everywhere. Writers originally dreamed up a finale that saw Sam and Diane finally settling down together. That plan took a sharp turn in 1993 when Ted Danson, who played Sam, announced he was leaving after 11 seasons. The show's creative team had to pivot fast, so instead of a picture-perfect ending, Diane heads off to Hollywood, leaving Sam at the bar and sparking heated debates among fans. It was a bittersweet goodbye, one that transformed the series finale into one of the most talked about what-ifs in TV history. Sometimes even beloved sitcom romances have to stay a little messy, teaching us that not all love stories wrap up with a bow. As the lights dimmed at Cheers, everyone wondered what might have been, raising one last toast to the unpredictable heart of television. Number 7. Kirstie Alley never watched Cheers before joining the cast. The scent of spilled beer and roasted peanuts lingered at the Cheers bar. But behind the scenes, Kirstie Alley was starting her journey from scratch. When Alley joined Cheers in 1987 as Rebecca Howe, she replaced Shelley Long's iconic Diane. Here's the twist. Kirstie had never seen a single episode. That's right. The producers handed her tapes, and Alley crammed the sitcom's rhythm and wit into a whirlwind weekend study session. Rather than copy what came before, she leaned into her own instincts, creating a straight-laced, neurotic boss bursting with insecurities and charm. It worked. Alley's Rebecca became essential to Cheers, injecting a new spark and changing group dynamics through those final, top-rated seasons. Sometimes a fresh pair of eyes is all it takes to shake up a classic, and soon fans couldn't imagine the bar without her. Next, we'll see just how unpredictable life at Cheers could get. Number 8. Norm's beer was actually non-alcoholic on Cheers. That legendary mug, always waiting for Norm, it was full of TV trickery. George Wendt, the lovable regular on Cheers, had to hoist beers through hundreds of episodes from 1982 onward. But real beer wasn't an option. Take after take would have left anyone reeling. So producers poured up a clever substitute, near beer, with just a touch of foam to mimic the real thing. Sometimes they swapped in apple juice or experimented with brewed concoctions until the color, bubble, and pour matched a perfect barroom pint. This behind-the-scenes bit of magic gave Norm's entrances and his famous barstool banter their endlessly authentic feel, episode after episode. Next time you recall Norm raising his mug as the crowd shouts his name, you'll know it was mostly about good acting, a little chemistry, and a whole lot of foam. The real power of TV isn't just what you see, it's how a small detail like Norm's beer makes you want to pull up a stool yourself. Stick around as we head from barroom tricks to more TV secrets. Number 9. The theme song almost sounded completely different in Cheers. Imagine Cheers opening every Thursday night not to a mellow piano, but to a lively jazz or R&B tune. That almost happened. Producers first flirted with an upbeat vibe for the show's intro, thinking it might hook viewers faster. But as scripts came together and actors like Ted Danson and Shelley Long settled behind the bar, it became clear this story needed something warmer. Singer-songwriter Gary Portnoy composed the now legendary ballad Where Everybody Knows Your Name, recorded just in time for Cheers' debut in 1982. When test audiences heard it, they lit up. The song's gentle piano and reflective lyrics became an unexpected glue. Instantly familiar, instantly wistful. It set Cheers apart, netting Grammy and Emmy nominations and carrying viewers into that cozy Boston bar for 11 seasons. Instant comfort, all in under a minute. Sometimes the softest song is the one everyone remembers. Next up, we'll see just how deep tradition ran at Cheers, behind those swinging brass doors. Number 10. Woody Harrelson's audition was pure luck on Cheers. Imagine this. One phone call changes everything. In 1985, Woody Harrelson's Broadway agent rang the Cheers casting office at just the right time. The search was on for a lovable bartender to replace Coach, and Woody's distinct personality burst through during his surprise audition. He wasn't even supposed to be there. Instantly, the casting team loved his offbeat spark, and within days, he was in a Red Sox uniform slinging beer alongside Ted Danson. Harrelson's quirky charm as Woody Boyd became a weekly highlight, earning laughs and eventually winning him an Emmy in 1989. Nobody had planned it. The role that launched his career and made Cheers even warmer almost didn't happen at all. Sometimes the best things come out of nowhere, leaving the bar's regulars and millions of fans better off for it. As we head to our next strange tale, the luck of that chance phone call lingers in the air. Let's pause for a second. Did you ever feel lucky just stumbling into a great opportunity, like Woody did on Cheers? Or maybe you bonded with a favorite TV character by total accident. Share your surprise moments or sitcom memories with us below. Number 11. An early episode of Cheers featured a real-life Boston Celtics game. Inside the smoky warmth of Cheers, nothing felt as real as that early episode where Norm, ever the lucky regular, somehow landed courtside seats to a Boston Celtics game. But this wasn't just TV magic. In 1982, during the very first season, producers took the big swing and shot scenes at an actual Celtics game in Boston Garden. Cast members brushed elbows with real fans. A few even wound up on screen, their unscripted reactions preserved for television history. The buzz of March crowds, the squeak of Chuck Taylors on wood, and the glare of arena lights bled right through the lens, anchoring Cheers deeper in its proud, gritty city roots. By blending the show's fictional banter with the authentic pulse of Boston sports, the episode delivered a flavor you couldn't fake, and Boston locals could spot a mile away. Every laugh and cheer rippled with the energy of the real deal, as if you sat there yourself, foam finger in hand, lost in the roar that only a Celtics home game can deliver. From that night, Cheers belonged to Boston in a way no sitcom ever dared. Number 12. The Cheers bar is based on a real Boston pub. You can almost hear the laughter and clinking glasses inside Cheers, but few remember that the bar's iconic facade is real. The Bull and Finch pub, nestled on Beacon Street in Boston, doubled as the famous entrance seen every week starting in 1982. Locals and fans from around the world flocked to snap photos out front, eager to touch a piece of TV history. So many posed under that green awning, transforming a once quiet neighborhood tavern into a must-see for tourists and superfans. The unmistakable look and friendly vibe inside the fictional Cheers drew inspiration from this very pub. Producers visited, soaking up its wood-paneled warmth and lively Boston charm, then recreated it in dazzling detail on the set. Long after the final season aired in 1993, the Bull and Finch pub remains a badge of honor for the city, forever tied to Sam, Diane, and endless pints. The line outside was as much a part of Boston as Fenway Park. And just like that legendary show, the real-life Cheers invites you to step in, raise a glass, and keep the good times rolling. Number 13. Sam's famous Corvette in Cheers was Ted Danson's real car. The deep red 1967 Chevy Corvette parked out front became a silent co-star during Cheers' memorable run on NBC starting in 1982. Most fans assumed the car was just another bit of TV set decoration, a slick ride for Sam Malone, the flirty bartender. But here's the real twist. That Corvette belonged to Ted Danson himself. He loved the car off-screen as much as Sam did in those after-hours sitcom shenanigans. Danson would drive it to work, often leaving it by the studio gates. More than one confused passerby peered in the window, hoping to spot Sam kicking back with a confident grin. This tight connection between actor and character gave Sam's image a tangible swagger, making him seem even more authentic. The line between Danson and Malone blurred at the curb, one set of keys linking fantasy and reality. Every time that gleaming Corvette appeared, it sent fans a simple message. Sam, and maybe Ted, were truly living the dream. Now, as we slide back into the noise of the bar, the distinction between fiction and real life fades with every rev of that engine. Number 14. Coach was E. Supposed to be a genius on Cheers. Imagine walking into Cheers and finding Coach Ernie Pantuso calculating batting averages instead of mixing up your order. In early drafts of the iconic 1982 sitcom, writers envisioned Coach as a razor-sharp statistician, tallying numbers and rattling off baseball trivia like a whiz. But when Nick Colasanto put on the apron, everything shifted. His gentle, absent-minded charm made the character instantly magnetic, drawing laughs with every well-meaning blunder. The creators saw magic in Colasanto's delivery, quickly rewriting Coach from sharp-witted to warm, forgetful, and utterly lovable. That pivot transformed Coach into one of TV's most cherished sidekicks, proving that sometimes the right actor reshapes the whole story. It's impossible to picture Cheers without Coach's big-hearted confusion and soft-spoken empathy, a testament to how small, creative tweaks can redefine a classic. With every Sammy and scrambled drink order, Coach became a touchstone for fans and friends alike, forever part of the soul of the bar where everybody knows your name. Next, we pull up another bar stool and dive deeper into Cheers' delightful surprises. Number 15. The bar floor was always sticky in Cheers. Raise your glass and listen closely. The set of Cheers wasn't just iconic for its cast or that familiar wooden bar, but for something stickier underfoot. The creators of the beloved NBC sitcom, which ran from 1982 to 1993, believed realism started from the ground up, literally. Producers purposely spritzed the stage floor before taping, creating an unmistakable tacky sensation that mimicked the real floors of Boston's time-worn taverns. Castmates like Danson and Rhea Perlman turned the sticky surface into a running gag, joking that you could never sneak across the set without everyone hearing. The studio audience caught on to the inside joke, and it became part of the story's atmosphere, down to the shoe-scraping sound that quietly lingered between takes. That floor didn't just look lived in, it smelled of spilled beer and nostalgia. The sticky authenticity bled through the screen and into your living room, transporting viewers straight to the Boston bar where everyone knew your name. Memories are in the details, and sometimes in the soles of your shoes. Next, let's wander deeper into the laughter-soaked hallways of classic sitcoms.